What up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, since this month I've been doing my reviews for past May films, here's my review for the 2002 film Insomnia. Now, Insomnia premiered all the way back on May 24th, no, actually May 29th of 2002, and was of course directed by Christopher Nolan. Now, also when we think of Chris Nolan, we think of the Dark Knight trilogies. He sounds like, of course, he just did Tenet, which is sad to say. Tenet was actually his worst movie, in my opinion. I love Christopher Nolan. You know, I'm a diehard Chris Nolan guy, but I'm also a diehard Steven Spielberg guy, and I'm gonna acknowledge that he has done some not so good movies as well. So, to me, Tenet was actually Christopher Nolan's Bad Day in the Office. You know, but if I gotta say my favorite Christopher Nolan movies, obviously my favorite film of his is The Dark Knight. But outside of the Dark Knight trilogies, my favorite Christopher Nolan movie is not Memento, is not Dunkirk. It's actually Insomnia. Insomnia, I think, is probably his most underappreciated film. You know, I think this was actually the first time the first Christopher Nolan movie I ever saw. In fact, I saw Memento a little later in life. But Insomnia, oh man, this movie is so good. It's a bit of a cool cat and mouse game. You know, you had Al Pacino, Hilary Swank, the late great Robert Williams in such a really cool, very intriguing role. Definitely a very different Robert Williams role, you know. And here you got Al Pacino, who plays his veteran police detective, who is sent to the small Alaskan town to investigate the murder of a teen girl. And he is forced into a psychological game of cat and mouse by this primary suspect played by Robert Williams. And events escalate, and a detective finds his own dangerously dread here. You know, you had Hilary Swank, who was terrific. I mean, Robert Williams, man, when you think of Robert Williams, obviously you think of his comedic roles. He's of course done dramas such as Good Will Hunting and all. This is probably one of his most very different roles. You know, it was such a creepy role. I mean, when Robert Williams wanted to do stuff creepy, whether it's this or 1 Hour Photo, the guy had range. You know, and man, Williams just crushed it every chance of the way. I mean, and he's going toe to toe with a Hollywood legend like Al Pacino. You know, and I gotta say, Robert Williams actually surpasses Al Pacino in this. I think Robert Williams does such a good job in this movie. I'm a little surprised he never scored an Oscar nomination for this because he was actually that good in this movie. You also had Martin Donovan was also in this, Nicky Cat, Paul Dooley, Catherine Isabel. The writing in this was cool. It had lots of. I'm not gonna go and spoiling it because I don't know how many people still haven't seen Insomnia because it's not really that well. Maybe outside more Christopher Nolan fans will probably appreciate know more about this. But I don't think there's not many people who really have seen Insomnia as you would expect. But it is a bit of an underrated film. I think it is very underrated, underappreciated. I remember watching this thing one time at a very young age. I'm definitely one of my favorite psychological drills of the 2000s. You know, actually, this and 1 Hour Photo, two Robert Williams movies, are probably two of my favorite psychological thrillers of the 2000s, you know. But that aside, yeah, this movie is so good. You know, Al Pacino does such a great job in this film. You know, this is also actually a remake of I think of a foreign film, a French movie, if I'm not mistaken. And I've never seen French films, so I can't really say if this movie is as good as a French one. But it's definitely a really solid movie. I mean, if you guys have never really seen Insomnia, you can find it on. Sorry about that. Oh, let's see. Yeah, you can actually find it on HBO Max. Boy, I gotta rewatch this movie again. You can find it on Fandango Now, Vudu, Apple TV, Prime Video. Give it a go. Definitely one of Chris Nolan's best work. Anyway, let me leave it with you guys. Have you ever seen Insomnia? If so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Where does this film rank on your favorite Chris Nolan list? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timmy sign out.